let's go through setting the angle again with a little more detail. And usually what happens is you want to put the factory angle on the knife. And you don't really care so much exactly what the angle is, worrying about reading it. So here's a knife that I'm going to rest on the flat of the blade, which is going to eliminate, so I'm not going to be able to read exactly what's on the pivot and know what the angle is. But I don't care about that. I just want to put the same angle on the knife that they did at the factory. So I'm going to rest the knife just like that. And it's a fairly small knife, so I need to take the guide clip off. Just bring the edge up to the edge of the machine. And you don't have to go past the edge of the machine. If you're right at the edge of the machine, the stone is going to clear the machine by quite a bit. So I'm almost positive that this knife is not going to be below, say, 18 degrees. So I make a very light stroke. I'm just using a 600 stone. And you can see I'm just behind the edge. I'll pick up, I'm not even going to come up, I'm going to come up 1.5 degrees. I'm very close. Another 0.5 degree, and I've got it. So now I'm exactly at the factory angle, and you can see what a nice, clean, straight cut it's making. And always check both sides of the knife. I see a lot of knives that I get straight from the factory that have very different angles on each side of the knife. And the other problem I see really often is that the bevels on both sides of the knife are very even. So it looks perfect. But when you go to sharpen the knife, you discover that one side's got 18 degrees on it and the other side's got 25 degrees on it. So the knife is like way off center. The edge is off center of the knife. And the way to fix that is you can't do it all at once. You have to do it over time. But you take the side with the narrow bevel, and the side with the narrow, say this side has the narrow bevel, that means that the edge is shifted to this side of the knife. So I need to shift it back to the center. So every time I sharpen that knife, I'm going to make double passes on the narrow side. And little by little, you'll be able to move the knife, or the edge, back to the center of the knife.